All right, good evening. It's 8:50, and here's the star of the show. You get kisses before they go bed. There you go. You guys got kisses. Yeah, you normally don't see lights on, but I was looking for some. I have to give an update on there real quick. Um, my generator would not run the AC, the all-in-one, because if you look here, the AC input, then it says if selected, acceptable AC input voltage will range from 95 to 140. And capable generators, but note because generators are unstable, maybe the output of the inverter will be unstable. So yesterday, last night, I was when the battery charger kicked on inside. I unplugged it. I fired up my generator and plugged this into the generator, and I was getting a code 04. And the code 04 on this, I'm going to look at it real quick. It's too far ahead, too far back. Code 04 was saying something to do with the over temperature module 04. That's what I was throwing, and I couldn't figure it out. And that's what I was throwing. So I'm like, what? That makes no sense. So I shut everything down and turned everything back on. It didn't disconnect the battery or nothing, and uh, everything worked fine. So on the app itself, I can't show you the app or what it looks like because it's on my phone and my phone's my camera. On the app itself, you can go to warnings, and I went to the warning, and it said AC waveform, improper waveform, or something. I don't quite remember exactly what it said, but it was talking about the AC waveform wasn't right. So this generator here that will not run that. Will not run that one, and that's what that is right there. It's a good generator. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the generator. It's just the output. And some of the YouTubers I was watching that had different models, different manufacturers, and one of them even said that when they plugged their generator into this, so this into the generator, it blew it up. Blew it up. So they got a new unit and whatever. So how I'm going to fix that issue. So when the grid does go down, and this is not automatically going to charge the batteries, what I'm going to do is grab the Anderson to the ring terminals like I did before. That's how I charged my batteries before, and I would just go on a negative and positive right there on my battery charger. I can run it off the inverter. I mean, I'm running off the gas generator, and it would charge the batteries fine. It's just that the battery charger in this doesn't like the waveform of the generator, so that's fine. So I do have a way to charge the batteries when the grid does go down. So, and this is not a fault of the machines. It's just the all-in-one are kind of picky on the waveform, and there's been a few others on there that had I think one had a Sungo and the other one had a Eco-Worthy, I think, or something. I'm not quite for sure, but this is just a little update on the charging. So just to iterate again, on this particular setup, on this particular model, it might be the model, it might be just the machine itself, I don't know. And the particular model of generator, gas generator I have, will not charge this. It's too picky about the waveform. So if I do come in a situation where I can't charge this, my batteries from the grid, I can always fire up a generator and hook my battery charger up to it and charge the batteries with that. I'm gonna put that Anderson plug on there sometime next week or whenever. I'm not gonna do it tonight. My tool set's clear out there in the truck, and I'm not walking out there. and I won't get home until 6 or 7 tomorrow night because tomorrow's my long drive. I drive almost 100 miles. That's a round trip, and then I might do it Thursday, whatever. But I get that connection put on, and then probably this weekend. I'm off this weekend. I'll have to work Saturday as of right now. So I'll probably run that test. I probably unhook it from the wall, and when that gets down to 26 volts, then we'll do it. And this is what we look like before we go to bed tonight. We are sitting at 26.2, and there's no load, so refrigerator is not on. And so yeah, so a guy was asking me, what the watt draw on this, and the book says 45 watts to max, and that was kind of stopping him from getting an all-one unit because of the watt draw. And I just basically, it doesn't. If this is setting, if I'm not using if this is just plugged in, the inverter's on, and it's setting for 4 or 5 hours not being used, then yeah, you have an issue to say, well, I need to save that battery. But like right now, it's off right now because the refrigerator's not on, but the refrigerator comes back on. It does this a few times an hour. So it's not using all that wattage. At 45, this is 45 an hour. So this is not really using the whole 45 watts. It's right now, it's off. It's at idle right now. So I don't know how much it's drawing. It's not showing anything on the unit. And I might get a monitor on there, a shunt. Might put a shunt on there too. I'm not sure. But that's just 45 watts is no big deal. I've seen YouTubers do reviews on different models from different manufacturers, and they're pulling 1 amp. So if it's sitting for a long period of time, then yeah, I would worry about it. But you can always shut the inverter off. Just turn the inverter off. You don't have to worry about it. My Red Odo power inverter I was using, it was, I don't remember what it was. I don't want to say anything wrong and get in trouble from Red Odo, but it also drew wattage when the refrigerator is not on, just at idle. 10 watts, I want to say. I think 10 watts, because there was 10 watts on my monitors all the time. It was 10 watts when when it wasn't running. So it wasn't much, but it was something. So I wouldn't worry about it too much of the watt drain at idle. I wouldn't worry about it. Now, if it's setting to idle for several hours, then yeah, just turn off the inverter. You know what I'm saying? Just turn it off, and your solar will still charge the batteries. It just inverts off, so it's not having that idle wattage if you're really worried about that. And all you gotta do is just turn it back on, and you're done. You don't have to worry about it. But as for me, it just kicks on several times an hour, and it's off. I think it's off about 2 or 3 times an hour. So I'm not using the full 45 watts an hour. And now, if this was just at idle for 12 hours a day or 13 hours a day, then yeah, at 45 watts, you just kind of worry about it. But in general, it's not. It stays on. It's not a issue. So don't let that be an issue unless it's just sitting there and idle and not doing anything. And then at that point, just turn it off. And if you're using a inverter to run something, and the inverter is off more times than it's on, just turn the inverter off. That's how you solve that issue. So I'm gonna go to bed. It's long enough. So just kind of, I'm done. Okay, guys, have a good night.